All right, so ready to level up your business, but kind of nervous about all those growth challenges everyone keeps talking about.
Yeah, it's like a constant whisper, isn't it?
Well, today we're tackling them head on. What they are, why they matter, and how to handle them like a total pro.
Sounds like a plan.
Our roadmap, this awesome Medium article, top 10 common business growth challenges and how to overcome them.
Catchy title.
Right. And our guide is the perfectly named I Tried It.
Someone who's been there, done that, and thankfully sharing the lessons learned.
Exactly. No armchair philosophy here, just real-world wisdom.
Love that.
Okay, so first scenario, you land that dream client.
The one that could totally change everything.
Yep, orders are pouring in, you're ecstatic.
Until you realize.
Oh no.
Yeah.
We might not have the cash to actually fulfill these orders.
That's the cash flow struggle.
Talk about stressful.
It really is the classic growth paradox, isn't it?
How so?
Well, because those increased expenses, they often hit.
Before the revenue even kicks in.
Exactly. You're investing in more inventory, you're hiring talent, maybe even getting a bigger space.
All that needs funding up front.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried it, learned this the hard way, underestimated the impact of those early big wins.
Ouch.
Scrambling to make payroll.
Yeah.
Not fun.
No, not at all.
But that experience taught them about accurate forecasting and having that emergency fund.
So important. It's like building a house, you don't start with the roof.
Right, you need that solid foundation first.
And in business, that's cash flow.
Yeah.
Without it, even a profitable company can be in trouble.
Okay, so cash is flowing, orders are coming in, everyone's buzzing.
Growth energy.
But then what happens to quality control when the pressure's on?
Ah, yes. The risk is you start cutting corners to keep up with demand.
Which can tank your reputation.
And customer loyalty. It's so much harder to win back a disappointed customer than to just keep them happy.
So true. I tried it amidst of falling into this trap. They got so fixated on expansion, the quality took a hit.
Leading to those customer complaints.
Exactly. But their solution is super smart. Invest in training, document those processes, and build in that feedback loop early.
Catch issues before they snowball.
Right. It's all about being proactive with quality management. Having systems for consistency even when you're growing like crazy.
Imagine you have an amazing cake recipe. Just because you're baking a bigger cake doesn't mean you change the ingredients.
That's a great analogy. It's about maintaining those quality standards at scale.
Totally. And speaking of scaling,
That's our next challenge. Making sure your operations can handle that growth spurt.
it's like growing pains, but for your business.
Exactly. Clunky processes, order fulfillment delays.
All those things that can really damage the customer experience.
I tried it. Discover the power of automation.
Ah, a game changer.
Automating things like inventory management have freed up their time and resources.
It's about working smarter, not harder. Technology can be huge for scaling,
But it has to be the right tech implemented strategically.
not just chasing the shiny new thing.
Think about it. Have you ever been frustrated by a company's website that's like impossible to navigate?
Or their order fulfillment is super slow.
It makes you think twice about using them right.
Absolutely. You really have to make sure your operations can handle the growth to keep those customers happy.
And coming back for more, now as you grow, you're going to need more people power.
Which brings us to hiring and managing all those brilliant humans.
More people, more talent sounds great.
It is, but it's not just about adding bodies.
Right. It's about finding the right people who are skilled and align with your company culture.
And values hiring too quickly can dilute what made your company special in the first place.
I Tried It emphasizes this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Highlighting how they learn skills are important, of course, but finding people who share your vision and are passionate
That's equally important.
and makes you think, what kind of culture would you thrive in?
Good question.
Would you fit into every company even if the job sounded perfect?
Probably not.
So true. Now imagine you're swimming along, doing your thing.
And suddenly the waters get crowded.
That's what it can feel like when your business grows and the competition heats up.
You're going from a big fish in a small pond to swimming with the sharks.
Right, standing out gets way harder as markets get more saturated.
What worked before might not cut it anymore.
I Tried It. Had a great example. They found success by tailoring their marketing to specific segments.
Really understanding their target audience.
Yeah, what makes them tick?
Think about the brands you choose consistently. Why them? What makes them stand out?
It's all about that strong value proposition.
It's not just what you sell. It's the distinct experience you offer that keeps customers coming back.
You need to make that crystal clear.
So people know exactly why they should choose you.
It's so easy to get caught up in the internal hustle of growth that you lose sight of the most important thing.
The customer.
Classic trap. Larger companies often struggle to maintain that personal touch.
they had when they were smaller.
I tried it. Shared a story about this. They got so focused on internal operations that customer satisfaction actually dipped.
Oh, wow.
It forced them to course correct.
A wake-up call to prioritize the customer experience no matter how big you get.
Think about brands you love. What do they do that makes you feel valued?
It could be their customer service, their personalized communication,
These are the things that build loyalty.
and keep those customers coming back.
Okay, now let's talk tech. Keeping up with it is crucial for growth.
But it can also feel super overwhelming.
Right. There's so many new tools and platforms all the time. Where do you even start?
You have to be strategic. Not every new shiny tech toy is right for your business right now.
You need to assess your needs, monitor trends, and adopt gradually.
In a way that aligns with your goals.
I tried it. Recommends getting expert help sometimes.
Definitely. Sometimes it's worth bringing in a consultant who can navigate that tech maze with you.
Help you choose the right tools for your goals. They've been there, done that, and can save you a lot of headaches.
What's important is to be flexible. Technology is always evolving and your business needs will change.
Being able to adapt and integrate new tools is key.
To stay ahead of the curve.
Makes you wonder, what tech are you curious about but haven't had time to explore?
Good question.
Something to think about. Now, I know this might not be the most exciting topic.
What's that?
Regulations.
Ah, yes, the necessary evil of business growth.
As you expand, you'll probably encounter new regulations, whether it's new markets or new services.
It's just part of the game.
I tried it. Learned this the hard way. Navigating international regulations was critical for their expansion plans.
They realized compliance isn't just a box to check.
It's essential for sustainable growth. You can't build a lasting empire on shaky ground.
Right. Think about it. Have you ever run into unexpected red tape, even for something simple?
Ugh, nobody wants to deal with that. Now let's shift gears to the big picture, long-term thinking.
It's great to celebrate wins, but where are you headed in the grand scheme of things?
What's the ultimate vision for your business?
It's so easy to get caught in the day-to-day and lose sight of that bigger picture.
But without a strategic plan, growth can plateau even if you're killing it right now.
It's about having that roadmap.
I tried it. Recommend setting SMART goals.
Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Having that 3 to 5 year plan helped them prioritize decisions and aim for sustainable growth.
Not just those quick wins.
It's about being proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
What's one thing you could do today that your future self would thank you for?
I like that.
It could be investing in your professional development, building relationships, or even just blocking off time to brainstorm.
The key is to take action.
Even a tiny step. And finally, we're tackling an emotion that can be a major roadblock.
What's that?
Fear of failure.
Taking risks can be terrifying, especially when you've poured your heart and soul into your business.
But failure is inevitable.
It's part of the journey. What matters is how you learn from it and keep moving forward.
I tried it. Had a personal breakthrough when they embraced the failing forward mindset.
It allowed them to experiment, innovate, and push boundaries without being paralyzed by that fear of making mistakes. So what's a risk you've been putting off because of fear?
What's the worst that could really happen?
And how might you reframe that fear as an opportunity for growth?
Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come from those moments when we step outside our comfort zone.
That's so true.
That fear factor can really hold us back.
Yeah, from taking those leaps that could lead to amazing growth.
I tried it. Frames failure not as the end, but as a stepping stone.
I like that embracing that failing forward mentality can really unlock some new levels of experimentation and innovation.
Viewing those setbacks as data points.
Right. Valuable info to refine your approach and make better decisions going forward.
Like they say, you learn more from your failures than your successes. But that's easier said than done, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And that's where having a solid support network is so important.
Surround yourself with mentors, advisors, other entrepreneurs,
Friends and family who get it.
people who can offer encouragement and perspective when things get tough.
Because entrepreneurship can be a roller coaster. And it's definitely not a solo sport.
Having that tribe to bounce ideas off of, to vent to, and celebrate with can make all the difference.
It's all about building that ecosystem of support that helps you navigate the ups and downs, the triumphs, and those inevitable setbacks.
Even with the best planning, there will be bumps in the road.
It's how you respond to those challenges that really defines your journey.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into these 10 common business growth challenges, let's shift the focus to you, the listener.
Okay.
What's resonating with you the most?
Out of those 10 challenges, which one feels the most relevant to your current situation or goal you're working towards?
Which one's keeping you up at night?
or sparking that aha moment.
It's different for everyone.
No right or wrong answers here.
Once you've identified that challenge,
Yeah.
what's one small step you can take today to address it?
Could be a conversation with a mentor,
Doing some research on a tool or strategy?
even just blocking off time to brainstorm solutions.
The key is to take action, even if it's tiny.
You don't have to have it all figured out right now.
And you don't have to tackle every challenge at once.
It's about making progress, celebrating those small wins, and trusting the process.
Most importantly, you're not alone on this journey.
There's a whole community of entrepreneurs and business owners facing those same challenges.
Celebrating victories and supporting each other.
So reach out, connect, share your experiences, and learn from each other.
That collective wisdom and support could be so powerful.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, it's all about learning, growing, and making those dreams a reality.
It's about embracing the adventure of entrepreneurship challenges and all.
I tried it. Really embrace those challenges.
Yeah.
Use them as fuel for growth.
Yeah, they didn't shy away from the tough stuff. They leaned right in.
And that's so important for anyone listening. Growth isn't always going to be comfortable.
It takes pushing those boundaries, experimenting, and yeah, sometimes stumbling.
But those stumbles, those moments where we feel like we failed, those are often the most valuable lessons.
Like they say, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Sometimes you have to take that risk knowing it might not be perfect.
But even if it doesn't work out, you gain those insights to apply to the next venture.
Exactly. And that's where that long-term vision is so important.
If you're too focused on avoiding those short-term setbacks, you might miss out on huge growth down the line.
It's about playing the long game. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
What's that one bold move you've been hesitant to make because of fear?
Interesting.
What if you reframe that fear as excitement, as a chance to learn and grow?
Now that's a powerful shift in perspective.
Imagine the possibilities. What doors could open? What breakthroughs could you achieve?
Sometimes the biggest obstacle to growth is our own mindset.
So true. And remember, you don't have to go it alone.
There's a whole community out there. Entrepreneurs, mentors, resources, all ready to support you.
Reach out, connect, share your experiences, learn from each other.
That collective wisdom and encouragement can make all the difference.
The journey of business growth, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's about celebrating those wins, learning from the setbacks, and always striving to be a little bit better each day.
Keep learning, keep growing, and keep chasing those dreams,